Guys, it's incredibly important where you get your media, so you can make sure at the very least you're not getting propagandized, guys. Let's encounter it.
I looked at the New York Times website. Here's how they framed this. Chaos and panic grip Tehran as airstrikes shake city. Okay, well, does this look like panic to you?
Yes. They are incredibly happy, guys, and I understand completely, guys. I
Quite
get
a
it.
party, but the fact is that, yes, it would be something to have American airstrikes blowing up government headquarters in your city, but for the Iranian people, this is not a moment of terror, but jubilation as they see the potential end of their regime that had kept them in oppression and poverty for nearly half a century. Also, I think we have to pour one out for the Never Trump Republicans, whose hearts are breaking right now that mean old Trump has had a win on the Iranian regime. Here's Robert Massey saying, I opposed this war. This is not American first. When Congress reconvenes, I will work with Ro Khanna to force a congressional vote on war with Iran. The Constitution requires a vote, and your representative needs to be on record opposing or supporting this war.
I wonder if he did the same thing for Obama, because didn't Obama do like 8 to 10 wars of sorts, let's say? Like, he partook in a lot of attacks on a lot of places. I do think, if I recall, it was 8.
Oh no, Thomas Massey, not Ro Khanna. But frankly, the 2026 Quisling Award for standing up for the wrong side of history has to go, in this case, to none other than the Congresswoman for Somalia, Ilhan Omar, who has decided that the reason Trump struck Iran when he did was because it is now
Let's hear it.
The holy month of Ramadan.
Now playing on
Seriously,
music.
not long after the bombs started falling, she wrote on X that Iraq was attacked by the U.S. during Ramadan, and it was sickening to know that the U.S. is again going to attack Iran during Ramadan, because apparently the U.S. apparently loves to strike Muslim countries during Ramadan, and I'm convinced, is what she said, what these countries have done to violate international law, but about who they worship. Of course, this is nuts. The 2003 invasion of Iraq happened nowhere near Ramadan. Sorry, Ilhan Omar. And of course, Muslim countries have shown no such scruples about other religions' holidays when they mount attacks.
Not at all. Not at all. Well, I think we're good here on this one here. Yeah, guys, I'm almost positive that Trump doesn't even know. All right, let's just be completely honest here. I'm not sure Trump even knows that it's Ramadan and maybe you shouldn't do this specifically during this time. He doesn't know, bro. Let's just be honest here. And does it matter anyway? Like the guy here at the end just said here, like, listen, bro, do you think Iran cares at all who they attack? At what time of the year that they actually attack them for the sole purpose of their own religious beliefs that are separate to theirs? You understand, they have like a theology, like a theocrat type of scenario in Iran. They only care about their faith. That's it here. That's it. Like, how they do international issues is exclusively rooted in, I'm not sure my book of worship says this is okay. That's basically how they ran their country, guys. But let's jump to the next one here.
Let's now bring back in CBS News Middle East reporter Courtney Keeley. You're still here with me. Thank you. I just want to piggyback off of what Haley and I were talking about. You have some new reporting on what you're hearing is happening inside Iran right now.
Well, it's just after midnight, celebrations breaking out across the country. People yelling beautiful. Some people thanking President Trump, saying it was the powerful actions of President Donald Trump. They're calling him a savior. Now, we're hearing from the Israeli
CBS is reporting
US
this, guys.
that the Supreme Leader, Ali Khamenei, has been killed, that they have a body. We haven't seen forensic evidence.
Confirmed.
We haven't seen either Netanyahu or Trump speak. But according, in the event that the Supreme Leader dies, according to Article 111 of the Constitution, there's a 3-tier process that's supposed to take place. There's a council president, a judiciary chief,
a cleric
from the Guardian Council that's supposed to be put in place. So will the remnants of the government, who's still there, is Ali Larijani in charge? He's still very significant. There are still significant players, but there have only been 2 supreme leaders throughout this whole history. Khamenei being the second after Khomeini.
So who is next in line here? Talk to me about the path of succession.
Right. Now, that's always
They must have had a plan.
Right. It's always been a
Of
question.
course.
The plan really was put in place just recently because his son, who's in his late 50s, they were like, is he going to be the successor? And he's one of those family members that has benefited from the graft and the corruption and has just been on Instagram showing off his Bentleys and his wealth, much to the chagrin of many regular Iranians.
Right.
The economy has been in tatters since the snapback sanctions. It was the Bazaris, the middle class, that started the protests. It's spread to Kurdistan, Baluchistan. They talk about the minority groups, but this isn't the equation of Iraq. It's not the equation of Baghdad or Beirut, both of places where I've lived, or of Hamas. This is a singular equation. As I said before, this would be the head of the snake, the most significant. And Gen Z has no problem taunting. They've been saying death to Ayatollah for weeks, especially after those massacres on January 8th and 9th. And Reza Pahlavi, the former crown prince, he says he's ready to come in as an intermediary.
Guys.
Many people do support him, but we don't have polls in Iran. I
Right.
can't tell you, except on the back of the envelope equation,
When we
that
say
over
many-
90 million people, there's a majority that wanted this.
And
a
for
majority
people
that
who
rejected
don't
Want
know
this,
about
not
Reza, this
to-
is someone who
Like, listen, they wanted this specifically, maybe not the crown prince. Just understand that kind of, let's not kind of gloss over that.
was exiled.
Yes, because his father was exiled. He was overthrown the Shah. And there was a lot of corruption, and the U.S. was blamed for supporting him, and that's why the U.S. became the devil, the death to Israel,
Right.
the death to U.S. What we
Big
saw
Satan.
is all this propaganda from the late 70s, the killings, the hostage-taking, the going straight through 80s in Beirut to Baghdad, the Iraq war up until now. But the difference now is the social media, people wanting this, saying they want it inside Iran.
Yeah, guys, this I can understand this here. I think this video pretty much explains exactly why it was so important to kind of move Iran specifically from the internet to the intranet, meaning that they had the ability to stop them from kind of pushing their narrative, meaning the people's narrative outside of the country and telling them how much of dire straits they were basically in, guys. I mean, that's why they played that card here, because the people were getting irate. Now imagine if we were not able to actually have access to their videos. Imagine if we did not have access to their stories during kind of all this time here. I think it would have probably, instead of it being 30,000 that have met their demise, it would have probably been 100,000, guys, knowing specifically that regime there, bros. But let's jump to the next one here. Here we go. Wait. Here. Oh no. Copyright. Hold on, guys. We'll go ahead and mute that for a second. What is it saying here? Thank you, Trump. Guys, I expected this a lot, to be honest here. Like, when this happened at this scale here, like, every single thing in me said that they were going to...
Ich bin glücklich, keiner will einen Krieg und
Thank Trump.
USA, Israel wollen sicherlich keine, die haben ihre Interessen, aber es ist nicht anders möglich für das iranische Volk, jemals Freiheit zu erleben. Es geht nur durch eine Intervention von außen und darüber bin ich glücklich, dass die Menschen einfach eine Basic Freedom bekommen, wie wir alle.
There we go. Hey guys, I thought they didn't like this. They like this a whole lot,
Das ist
bro.
einfach unfassbar.
Make Iran great
Die
again.
Leute freuen sich unendlich. Es ist nicht so,
Liga.
dass sie mal sagen, dass unser Land angegriffen wurde. Vielleicht also 80%, über 80% freuen sich die Leute, dass sie irgendwann mal wieder befreit werden.
Okay, guys. This definitely looks like raw footage. We can go ahead and pass on this one here. Mainly because of the music that's playing here. That's going to get us completely like one-shotted on YouTube, so we're not going to do that. But listen, I'm not surprised that they're doing this here. Everything in me said that this is a thing that was going to happen. I do know that this is most likely happening all over the world, because this is what happened with Venezuelans that became expats from their country, expatriates, right? They definitely were doing this here. They were super happy that Maduro was captured and taken out, but I'm not sure much has changed, truthfully. quickly, right? But listen, I get it. Maduro's gone. But now when it comes to this here, I expect this to probably be a little bit more widespread. Most likely the left is pretty much losing their mind all over the country and all over the world. You guys did send me one more video here. Let's see if I can find it. We'll watch a little bit of it so we can get a opinion on it really quickly here. This is coming from Keir Starmer from the UK. Before we even jump into this one here, I can definitely almost forecast fully, right, that he's not going to like it. He's going to have a big problem with it. So let's just start this right now. He's going to do everything kind of within his power to dismiss it while, let's say, playing the geopolitics game while saying, hey, listen, Iran was bad, but did they deserve this? I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. We're going to check it out live here. But he gives me that energy.
Earlier this morning,
Whoa.
The United States and Israel struck targets in Iran.
Okay.
Iran has since launched indiscriminate strikes across the region. I know the British people and communities across our country will be deeply concerned about what this means for security and stability, and for the fate of innocent people across the region, which for so many of us includes friends and family members. So whilst the situation is evolving very quickly, I want to set out our response. The United Kingdom played no role in these strikes, but we have long been clear. The regime in Iran is utterly abhorrent. They have,
bro, I swear this is a script or something,
murdered thousands of their own people, brutally crushed dissent, and sought to destabilize the region. Even in the United Kingdom, the Iranian regime poses a direct threat to dissidents and to the Jewish community. Over the last year alone, they have backed more than 20 potentially lethal attacks on UK soil. So it is clear they must never be allowed to develop a nuclear weapon. That remains the primary aim of the United Kingdom and our allies, including the US. I condemn Iran's attacks today on partners across the region, many of which are not parties to this conflict. We extend our support and solidarity to them as part of our commitments to the security of our allies in the Middle East. We have a range of defensive capabilities in the region, which we've recently strengthened. Our forces are active, and British planes are in the sky today as part of coordinated regional defensive operations to protect our people, our interests, and our allies, as Britain has done before, in line with international law. We've stepped up protections for British bases and personnel to their highest level. We are also reaching out to UK nationals in the region and doing everything we can to support them. I've been speaking with leaders today from the E3 and across the region. It is vital that we prevent further escalation and return to a diplomatic process. We want to see peace and security and the protection of civilian life. Iran can end this now. They should refrain from further strikes, give up their weapons programs, and cease the appalling violence and repression against the Iranian people, who deserve the right to determine their own future, in line with our long-standing position. This is the route to de-escalation and back to the negotiating table. Thank you.
Okay. One word, feckless. Okay, that's basically how I take this here. Listen, I get it, bro. Right, you're gonna do whatever is needed to kind of save face for the public. Let's just say this year. But yeah, you're right. You had nothing to do with this strike, and now you're, for the most part, attempting to pick up the pieces. But again, you not wanting to help out the Iranian people while publicly they were basically being annihilated consistently to the point where tens of thousands of people were obliterated. I don't know, bro. It feels kind of weird. Like, I mean, listen, I think there should have been more done kind of internationally, at least, to kind of help kind of mitigate these issues here. But listen, I'm absolutely happy that they, at least for now, are going to be able to sleep kind of at peace tonight. I'm telling you, because I'm not sure they've been able to do that, again, based off of the amount of people that have been losing their existence in this country here. Now, but what does come next here? When it comes down to like the IRGC, I believe that they have created a power vacuum, and I definitely believe that they're going to completely consolidate the entire security of the country. Okay? And with how they basically run their government consistently, they all have to go. There's no real reasoning with them. So even his speech, Keir Starmer's speech at the end here, it's irrelevant, bro. Like, they don't care about what you're saying. They all need to go. The whole government needs to basically topple, and something else needs to be in its place, making it so it can actually deal with like the international community a little bit better, and not exclusively root every single bit of their government on theology. That's not beneficial, guys. It's not. It's irrational. Completely. It's completely irrational. You're referencing something that happened, 4,000 or 5,000 years ago, and then equating it to 2026 where we have AI and drones. Guys, come on. Come on, bro. Like, listen, at least, how about this here? Let's make a deal. We're just gonna make a solid deal here. 33% of it could be there, and the other 66.9% could be somewhere else. Okay, 33.3% could be for your religion, and the other 66.6, you get what I'm saying, 66.6% can definitely be related to things that are rational and things that will absolutely kind of like grow your country internationally. It's just me who thinks that. I think that's a good idea, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I think that's a great idea. We should do that. That sounds good. That sounds smart. Okay, but again, happy for the people that have made it to the point of seeing this day, specifically those that are from the country, guys. In fact, listen, you guys have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. If you guys are new here, please like and subscribe. And in the meantime, I'll catch you guys later.